Why hello there my fellow agents, what's up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and we are visiting the world of Tom Clancy's The Division once again. We're going over a lot of different news stories, including weapons that we haven't really looked at, and then a ton more, plus your top comments. So as always, use the video guide in the description to skip ahead to the info you seek. So there are some concept arts of new weapons that you may not have seen before. I'm going to showcase them in a moment, but first I wanted to give a special thanks to the Division community, especially Jan Zapital, James Stocking, and Tony Kirksell for helping me identify what these weapons are. We all put our mind power together and hopefully we got the right weapons. And of course, the rest of the Division community, you guys are awesome for helping me out. But we're going to start out with this baby. This thing looks awesome. I'm going to really be a fan of the assault rifles, of course. It is supposedly either an HK 417 or an AR style rifle, either an AR 10 or 15, and it's heavily modified. I think you're going to be modifying the hell out of your weapons in this game. And then we're going to move on to our shotgun, our up close and personal weapon, which is going to be the Remington 870 tactical shotgun. I would love to attach a flashlight to this baby and go into some dark corridors. For some reason I associate shotguns with flashlights. I hope to be able to do that. Maybe they will have that as a perk where you can blind victims in close quarters. The Chris Victor 10, I'm a huge fan, of course, of the SMG class. You guys know I really want to rock it with the MP5, and that is going to be in the game as well. Then we move on to our light machine guns. It is the British L86. And Jordan Gover goes on to describe it as an LSW, a light support weapon, a modified version of the SA-80-82 used by the British Army, used for short to medium range engagements, often used to give suppressive cover whilst performing maneuvers. And if you guys already know, I'm a huge fan of Battlefield, so hopefully we see some suppressive fire mechanics in the Division. And here we see another heavily modified HK or AR. And moving on, we've got the M14 modified mid-range sniper rifle. Man, oh man, I think you snipers will be in heaven with this game, especially those that take to the rooftops. So there's going to be a ton of weapons. As you know, Red Storm Entertainment, the guys that worked on Ghost Recon Future Soldier, are helping out with this game. So hopefully we are decking out our weapons and applying all sorts of different weird combinations with the attachments. That'd be so much fun to really goof around with and see those weapon statistics change accordingly. But really looking forward to seeing what concoction you guys come up with. Let me know, by the way, what weapon you will be rocking in the Division. And this is really cool. MyDivision.net put together an amazing art book for the Division. This is made up of official concept arts, official screenshots, and fan-made artworks from around the web. It is beautiful, and it also includes vital information about the Division. So if you are new to the Division, you can learn about the talents, the skills, even the companion app and that sort of thing while looking at some beautiful artwork. You could download it in the description below, and be sure to check out mydivision.net. It is in a different language, but you know, you could right click and translate to English. So the art director on the Division, Rodrigo Cortez, had some things to say about the snowfall and snowflakes. I'm a huge fan of snow and weather overall in games. You guys obviously know that already. I've spoken about how I love nighttime, rain, and snowfall and weather. This game really does have that Batman Arkham feel to it, which I love. But he went into details about how it is very complicated, basically, to make snowflakes like this in Tom Clancy's The Division. Basically, they are not flat textures, and as players progress through the game, depending on the volume of snow falling, it will begin to accumulate on your shoulders should you avoid rolling a lot. And you'll notice in the gameplay demonstration, you'll see him slide into cover and then wipe the snow off his knee. I really hope this does make it into the console versions, of course. I would imagine with an Ultra NPC it would make it in there, but apparently the snow is a real part of the environment. Now, he also said that if you stand out in the snow for a very long period of time, you will be drenched in it. You can walk into a warm area that's heated, and it will melt off realistically, and you'll eventually wet your clothing So yeah, weather is going to play a huge part in the Division as well as nighttime. Remember, these things will have direct influence over gameplay in some way. Different enemy types at nighttime, perhaps higher difficulty and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how it plays out when nighttime falls or when it's actually snowing. Guess what time it is? It's time for your top comments. Remember to submit your comments down below because they could end up right here in the video. So we're going to start out with this one from Relaxed Josh, who goes on to say, the Division looks like a very team-based game. So if you're not wearing a headset, how will you decide what things your team is going to do next? Is there a leader? It seems as though communications between your teammates would be vital in deciding what mission or strategy you want to do. Just wondering how Ubisoft will address that problem. Okay, so you're talking about communication without headsets. I would imagine that there would be some sort of group leader. Most games have this for, you know, clans or squad systems, but when you're actually in game, that's going to probably come down to marking players. We'll see if there's a marking mechanic in the game, but I would imagine that you would be able to have a player that can see through walls, and that ability could extend to other players. Or, you know, even see emotes like Destiny, dancing, pointing, that sort of thing. I think that type of communication will be possible in the Division. I wouldn't be surprised if that ended up in the game. So that's what you would look for without a headset. Gamericious once again made it into a video. This one really caught my attention. He said, I can care less about Rainbow Six Siege. Now show me the new Splinter Cell, Ubi. And you know, I completely forgot about Splinter Cell, and when I saw that comment, I was like, oh man, I cannot wait to see what they are up to with the next Splinter Cell. Of course, I can't wait for Rainbow Six Siege, but man, I really can't. I'm really hoping that we see something from Splinter Cell, maybe at E3 2015. That would be mind-blowing if we did, so hopefully that actually happens. So I do agree with you, and maybe, just maybe, it'll have co-op in it as well, and we can all play that together. So here's one from BirdmanBot05, who says the Division was announced too early. I'm also not looking forward to Fallout whatsoever. Fallout 3 was overrated and New Vegas was just garbage. Rather have Bethesda be working on the proper Elder Scrolls games, which they hopefully are. I really don't know what to say to you, dude. You're gonna make me cry, man. Fallout is amazing! What are you talking about? I think all of us are extremely excited for June 14th, whatever it is. Hopefully it's Fallout freaking 4. That would be freaking epic. You know, I think that we've had enough Elder Scrolls for now. We've seen Elder Scrolls Online. That's coming to the PS4 and Xbox One very, very soon. And it wasn't really well received, to be honest with you, but I'll try it, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Skyrim, of course, the single player experience. That one was amazing, but it's time for Fallout, man. It is so time for Fallout. I hope that it does have a sprinting mechanic. That's my only thing. I want a faster way to get around the world, but I can't freaking wait for Fallout 4. Hopefully, just hopefully, it is there at E3 2015. So guys, it looks like you can look forward to more gameplay from the Division at E3 2015, June 15th. Circle it on your calendars like me. Cannot wait, and come back here to Open World Games because we're going to have a blowout of all things The Division. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and share the video if you enjoyed it. But I will see you guys soon enough in Mid-Crisis, New York City. Thanks for watching.
Empty. I heard that gunfire. Nick, check your map, see if there's anything in the area. That police station's going critical. Let's head up that way.